Live, all right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us his truth. Honors and salutations to us Seakim throughout the four corners of the earth, laboring in honesty, sincerity, charity, and sound doctrine. To the Akwathim and the children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists, and the Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer, because he's on his way back to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. All right? My name is Mark Allah Bungad Bun Yasha Allah. I'm with the Watchman Philadelphia camp, and I got the brother Malaka Barber from up there, GMS Canada. You know, and basically, we just came together to we gonna do a sit down, man, open forum, man. On on the things that's going on in the world, man. Like we was discussing earlier before we hopped on the live um about this whole World War III situation, man. Like things are heating up around the world, man, and people still they tend not to see things, man. They want to think that everything's
Hey,
still. Now go ahead, bro.
not Salakia. Go ahead.
Now
Go
you
ahead.
got it out.
I just because when you said that, this generation is oblivious, and I was talking to our brother about that today, man.
Come,
This generation is oblivious because you're so entertained by what's on TV,
come.
or trying to be famous. You know what I'm saying? That you guys are oblivious to the real situations that's going on. Now,
Right.
the economy is failing you. It's harder to get jobs. Taxes are raising. Living conditions are getting poor.
Come.
So you got full grown men who are in their 40s having to move back home, man.
Come.
People have to cut down their food, their intake. But really, that's the Lord really doing that, man. But to show you, these people still have hope in this place. Some people don't have hope in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, if you can get that in, I believe it's Jeremiah 5, is I think it's like, don't put their trust in man.
Come. Jeremiah 5.
Yeah, Khan. Or cursed be the man that put his trust in man. Jeremiah 17:5, I believe it is.
17:5.
Yeah, I believe it is.
All right,
Jeremiah 17:5. Let me see. Yeah, Khan.
I got it. Come. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 5. It says, thus, matter of fact, I'm going to start. Can I start at verse 4?
Yeah, go ahead.
Come. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. It says, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, in whose heart departeth from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Right, because Yahbashim is spirit, right? Now you have your carnality and your spirituality, and flesh's arm is all the carnal things, the jewelry, the cars, all these women pretending to be something, right? That's making flesh your arm, because your arms do what, man? Lift things up, man.
That's right.
It's like the symbolism when Moses held up the staff. He used that arm because he lifted it up because he believed in that, man. And all that saw it was really right. Yahweh Shai held them up. These people hold up their money. When you see Jake in music videos and they lifting up the arm, what are they holding, man? The dollar signs, man.
Right,
the money, man. You know what I'm saying? They're throwing that up, doing this, man, because they believe in that. And whose faces are on those dollar bills, man? The Edomites, man.
That's right.
So you're basically saying you believe in the Edomites because those are the things you choose to represent as salvation, as reparations, as power. You know what I'm saying? As alimony, as some type of way out, man. But the Most High said, "Cursed be the man that trusteth in man."
That's
and
right.
This generation is soon gonna find out that all the things that you worship, all the things that you're getting from Esau, he's just a man, man. He cannot save you out of this upcoming destruction that Yahweh Shai has planned for this place. And you guys are going to see that in a very harsh way. Okay? Now, it's crazy because even I was on the gram, man, as they call it, Instagram, right? And I'm looking at our people, man, and I'm shaking my head, and it's so crazy because I was saying, the water Yahweh Shai, that I'm not stuck in that mindset anymore because it's a shit. When you're outside looking in, man, that's a shameful thing to be locked into that type of way, man. Because you actually look like a fool. When you're in a righteous mindset, you actually look like a baboon, man. Like you're playing yourself. You know what I'm saying? You look like you're just playing yourself.
That's right.
Salakia, can I get one more scripture
go ahead,
from you?
Yeah,
Deuteronomy 32 and 20, man.
All right, got you.
Deuteronomy 32 and 20.
Just the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 20. And it reads, and he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be, for they are a very forward generation, children in whom is no faith. Come.
Right. So he said, I'll hide my face from the, what is that? The wisdom.
That's right.
You can tell that people don't have wisdom. Because if they had wisdom, they would actually be trying to repent and come back to Yahweh Shem Shai, because they know that they would understand that World War III is coming, that the economy is about to crash. Our people don't have faith in their economy is going to crash, man. They don't want it to crash because guess what? They have no hope. They think America is the greatest place where, that's how you know the Most High did a number on our people. They think that America is the best that it gets, but guess what? On the statue with Nebuchadnezzar, the toes represent America, and it's the worst part because it's the clay, right? It went from gold, the silver, the bronze, the clay. So this is the worst kingdom ever set up in history of the planet Earth, but yet you guys believe it's the greatest place on planet Earth because you guys are full of wickedness, man. You don't even want. Go ahead, Salah.
Salah, go ahead, bro. Salah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Say your piece. Say your piece.
I was just gonna say. I was just gonna say, bro. Like, and to add on to what you were saying about that, how the Babylonian Empire was the gold, right? And now we got the miry clay, that's mixed together. Cause back then, like, they was the gold, but at least they let us practice our heritage and our tradition. You know what I'm saying? But now you told your employer, like, yo, I need off every Sabbath and all that. You ain't gonna have no job, So like, they're like this place is wicked as hell, and they gotta go. And then their what's that? Their reign and how they try to run shit gets weaker and weaker and weaker. Back then, there's nothing new under the sun, but they wasn't outright bull with that shit. But now they like, yo, what it says? It says they declare their sins of Sodom. They don't hide it no more, man. And they put that shit in what, man? In the military. They used to be like, don't ask, don't tell. Now fucking a cold homo can go in there and be who he want to be, and all these other nations are seeing that. That's why they're saying that shame shall be uncovered, man. That's why this place got to go, bro. You got it out.
Hey, you said that because they're going down. So, I want to bring this out. This is Psalms chapter 9, and I'll start at verse 2, verse 2. It says, I will be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou most high. When my enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish at thy presence. For thou hast maintained my right and my cause. Thou sattest in the throne judging right. Thou hast rebuked the heathen. Thou hast destroyed the wicked. Thou hast put out their name forever and ever. So when you hear scriptures like this, right, why would you even believe in this place anymore? That's why, because fame, right? Because now we're in a generation where all they want is fame.
That's
you have different generations. You got the generations before us There was a working generation. They believed in work, hard
Con.
work, dedication.
Con.
Then you have what they call the millennium generation, who
Con.
are all about knowledge and understanding how things work and seeking
Yup.
how to be peaceful and get things rightfully done. But then you
Con.
have this degenerate generation
That's
that
right.
only cares about fame. No matter how they have to get it, they're gonna get it. Now, fame means what? Hungry,
Con.
right? They're
Con.
hungry. They say they shall hunger, man, because you're thirsty. You're looking to be filled because you know you're empty, man.
That's right.
That's why our brothers in the truth, we're not hungry because we're eating the scriptures, man.
That's
We're
right, bro.
supping
That's
with
right.
the Lord.
Con. That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Con.
So here, right, Esau himself, he's hungry too, because he's trying to obtain what he can't obtain, man.
Con. That's right, bro.
That's why that's Salakia. That's why his pride is through the roof, because he's trying to obtain something that's impossible, man.
Con.
That's why he doesn't stop. That's why he doesn't rest. He says that in Micah, that he can't go to sleep, roughly paraphrasing, without thinking evil upon his bed, man,
Con.
or
That's right.
doing
Oh
something.
man. Con. 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 Con.
You know.
Con.
And
That's
then you
right.
got our people, Salakia.
Nah, you good, bro. I was agreeing with you.
Yeah. And then you got our people, right, that are following the ways of Esau, not understanding that Yahweh Shemeshah says he has put out their names forever and ever. Now, how he's going to do that? There's a process, right? A tree doesn't just become a tree. It starts off as a seed, plants its roots, grows its little bark, and then it grows and grows and grows into a huge tree. It's the same thing how the Most High is taking out Esau, right? He's planting the seed. He started with his men, right? Hey, if you can get that, in Jude, man, it's Jude verse, it says that Enoch prophesied that he shall send his saints, thousands of his saints. It's in the book of Jude.
What was that again?
Jude it's probably around like maybe the 15th verse. It's right before
it
the
says
book of Revelation.
To execute judgment upon all, and to
yeah, that's it. But the one that says that Enoch prophesied.
Hold on, let me see. I'm going to start at 14. I believe it's talking about Enoch.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It said Enoch prophesied. That it's the verse that said Enoch prophesied. Yeah.
So start with 14, right?
Yeah,
I got you.
Just read verse 14.
I got you. All right, this is the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 14. It says, "And Enoch also the seventh from Adam prophesied of these, saying, Behold, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua cometh with 10,000s of his saints."
Right. Just come 10,000s of his saints, man. Okay, that's the elect. Okay? 10,000s of his saints. That's the elect. Verse 15.
It says, to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. And
right. So now, yeah, go ahead.
Now I want to grab that word, convince, which I ain't even going to butcher it in the Greek, but the word means to prove, to be in the wrong, convict.
And that's what, and it's beautiful you said that, because that's why they're trying to ban what we're saying now as hate speech, because we're starting to convict, right, and prove them wrong. Everything that they're doing is wrong, man.
That's right, bro.
They're just bringing more diseases. They're making people more simple. They're dumbing down the public, man.
That's right.
These are two homosexuals can't be together because it's anti-life. Everything brings forth a seed after its kind. A man and a man, a woman and a woman doesn't bring forth life.
That's right.
Okay, and it's crazy how these homosexuals and these transgenders get angry at us about being a homophobe, but then you're the same people who are trying to adopt children from straight people just to keep your so-called lineage going, man. So You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Con.
and those are just the simple facts, man. Those
Mhm.
aren't even going into anything deep or anything hard, and that shows you that the ways of this world is complete left and complete darkness, man.
That's right, man.
It's a fabricated fantasy of a perverse man that wants to live in that reality but can't, man.
Con.
Because even if you were to leave you all alone, you'll die. And Yahweh Shemish already prophesied that he's going to exterminate you anyway, man, because there is no room on the earth for wickedness. The earth was not created to harbor wickedness, man.
Con. That's right.
That's why we're here. If Isa, if you were hold Baba Kashar, Job, I know, forget Job. Hold me Psalms 149,
149.
and you can start at like the second last verse. Salaki for calling on these scriptures.
Nah, you good, bro. Psalms 149. What?
And you can begin at third verse.
Third verse. Con. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 149 and 3. It says, "Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel, and harp. For Yahweh Shem Yahushua taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud unto their beds." Salakia,
Now there's a key thing in that verse.
Salat. Upon their
key thing
beds.
where he said that you will beautify the meek with salvation, the humble, man.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good, which is the elect, because 2/3 of our people are really prideful. They take pride into messing people up. Hey, I saw a Jake that I work with. I saw his post on the Instagram, and he said that what was it, man? Hold on, I can get it, man. Let me get it. I'm gonna give the exact quote just to show you how wicked niggas are, man. Okay. He said, this is what he said. He says, "Stages in life, you live and you learn. Non-stop hustle, no rest for the wicked. While I'm evil as fuck, then."
Wow.
You see?
Wow.
So it shows you our people, man, are prideful, man. They take pride in the wickedness. You know, they take.
Nah, go ahead, bro. I got a precept after that, bro. Go ahead. Nah, go ahead.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They take pride. You take pride into being an evil ass nigga, man. It says also in Isaiah 1, where chapter 2, where it says a seed of evildoers, man. And why are they called a seed of evildoers? Because they teach the next generation to be even more wicked. That's why you have effed up people, effed up kids in our generation, man. Because all that wickedness is being passed on. And also, that stuff is going into their DNA, man. All that stuff is being put in their DNA. So it's even worse, man. They're already messed up. Then you have Esau bombarding them with wickedness on top of the wickedness that our people are teaching them, man.
Bro.
You know?
This quick precept. This is Exodus chapter 34 and 7. It says, "Keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and sin, and that there will be no means clear the guilty. Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and upon the children's children unto the third and fourth generation," man. You know? So like you were saying, how the generations get wickeder and wickeder, man. The Lord ain't forgetting all that, man. He said he's still going to visit you. You know? So like this generation, like you said, the dude say he's wicked as fuck and all that. That means he don't care, man. So they wax worse and worse generation and generation, and they think that they're going to get away with this shit. You know? That goes for our people too. And basically Esau too, man. You know? But we talking about our people. Fuck Esau. You know, because he's at his end. His rulership is over, man, and that's why a whole lot of things that he's doing and everything is you know, he like one brother told me he trying to throw a Hail Mary. You know, that was it.
Hey, but he's using, you know what it is also too. He's trying to affect and I was thinking about this earlier today. He's trying to affect the younger generation to try and stop the elect from waking up, because if he can brainwash the younger generation more into believing in homosexuality,
Con.
transgenderism, wearing dresses and thinking that's so cool. That means he's trying to throw off prophecy, man.
That's right.
Okay, that's what he's trying to do, because he's not really trying to target us.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Because he understands that after a certain age, the mind is locked in their way.
Con.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
That's why the Most High even said, what did he say? You can't put new wine into old bottles.
I got
You know what
that
I'm saying? You
precept
can't
on deck.
change. Huh?
I had that precept on deck.
Okay, Khan. You'll bring it out then.
Hold on.
Let's get it. Because even Esau knows, he studies that you can't change an old person's mind. It's very hard because they're stuck in their way.
Con, that's
You know
right,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
Con.
Some of us have fathers and mothers that are old school. You know, they do certain things like, you know, I know my mother, you know, she'll wake up, make my father food, you know what I'm saying, do the laundry, you know, do the clothes for him, all those type of things. You know what I'm saying? She really lets him cook. She does all the cooking and stuff. You know, why is that? Because that's how she grew up. That was her generation. That's what they were being taught. Now you have a generation where, oh, I'm independent. Nah, I don't need no man. But they're the same ones pulling out those bills with those man faces on it. They're the same ones getting government assistance.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Or government housing, all those type of things. So yes, you're living in a man-ran society who's still helping you. Yo, when you go to work, those are government official jobs owned by Rothschild, which are the heads of men, man. Okay, your paycheck are signed majority by men, man. So you're not independent. To be independent, that means you should have your name on everything. You should have your face on everything, and you should be running the shit, making the laws. You're not independent, man. To be honest, the only person or being in the universe that's independent is Yahweh.
That's right.
He doesn't need nobody. He's true sovereign. He's the true sovereign king, man. He really and truly answers to nobody.
That's right. That's right, bro. All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 9 and 17. It says, neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish.
And let's stay right there. Since the bottles break, yo, these old dudes can't take the truth. Or for example, right? All the new technology that comes out, you know, when you're older and you're not used to all these technology, what do? They get stressed. They'll be like, oh, how do you work this? Because it's a breaking point, because you're not used to it. You stress out. So the same thing in this truth, man. This is, you know, you can't influence a person who can't understand what's going on, man. Especially an old person, man. To him, this is how the life works. It's been like that all his life. For him to just change now is very hard, man. He already used up more than half his life already in whatever he was doing, man. That's why it says the Most High says that you need to find him while you're young.
That's right.
You know, you have all that time to dedicate yourself to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay? So back to the main point we were talking about. Esau also knows this fact. He knows he can't influence the old. They're stuck in the old program that they gave them. You know, the old program, because Esau programs each generation to do certain things for that generation. You know what I'm saying? So this generation, they're trying to program the youths. Remember, they're coming for the youths, not you. You don't mean nothing. They know in 10, 30, 20, 30 years, 40 years, you're going to be gone. You know what I'm saying? It's the new generation that they're going to try and forward that agenda with, man. Because they're easier to manipulate. They're easier to influence. And remember, a newborn don't know what happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? So
they think
do that. Whatever they learn now. So like, huh?
No, I said that's why they do that, you know?
That's right. That's right. That's why they keep influencing them. Because they know that a baby doesn't know anything past that time, man.
That's right.
And their brains are like a sponge. Alright?
What scripture says
they absorb the weight.
Cut, alright. Back in Matthew chapter 9 and 17, it says, neither do men put new wine in old bottles, else the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved.
Hey, and that goes back to being reborn. Because unless you're reborn, right, which would be the new bottle, new man, the new vessel,
Yup.
you're gonna break. Yo, how many people have you told the truth to and they gone insane? You know, they're never the same. Oh, yo, hold on. Because you said that, man. Hold up. I gotta get this just to back that up.
I got a quick precept too.
Yeah, there you go. The Spirit's working. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and the intent of the heart. And the reason why I brought that out, because like you said, if putting new wine into old bottles, they break and they perish.
That's right.
That word be eating you alive. You know, right, you know when you talk to a Jake, you know, and he's believing in white Jesus, and you're cutting up. He's like, nah, the Savior is a so-called black man. Yep. The angels riding ship. You know, America's gonna be destroyed. They're never the same.
Yep.
They can't go back to church and sit there and go back. They can't. They can't do that no more. As confident as they look towards you, man, and they go home and because those scriptures burn in your head. Because we're not talking to their ass. We're reading the scriptures, man. They're never the same, and that's why they perish. Because unless they become reborn again, like a Yahweh said, erase everything out of your mind and totally accept the truth like a newborn babe. It's gonna destroy you, man. This truth will destroy you, man.
Yeah. Now that you said that, I got this quick precept. This is Proverbs chapter 22 and 6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. You know? So that's what we supposed to be doing now, man. And even, you got a lot of younger brothers coming into the truth, man, that I've been noticing. Even brothers that go out there alone, and they younger brothers, man. What the scripture says out of the mouth of babes, man. So like you got, like even in the truth, you gotta train them the right way, man. So when they come on the level, they never going to depart from it, man. And then you could even go to like the actual physical baby. When you raise a kid right, and you instill them with them the doctrines and that's not the word I'm looking for, but you instill them with the for lack of better terms, the right way to act. The way they conduct themselves. When they get older, they morals. You give them morals, they're never going to turn away from the morals, man. And the right morals to give them is what? These scriptures, man.
That's right.
Hey,
there's a reason why Yahweh Shemeshai said to always pass down these words to the next generation, because remember, Yahweh Shemeshai said that there's no remembrance of the former things. So they're not going to be born just remembering the past. They're not going to be born remembering that they came down from heaven.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That they were in the resting place among, the angels and stuff like that. They're not going to remember those things. So it's our duty on the earth to teach them the lost statutes and commandments. You're not going to remember these things. Hey, can I bring on this precept?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
You got Deuteronomy 4:9. Alright, Deuteronomy 24.
Yeah, go ahead, keep going.
Deuteronomy 24, that's like Deuteronomy 4 and 9. It says, only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul vigilantly, lest thou forget the things which thy eyes have seen, unless they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. So, what did we see? All right, let's go all the way back to Egypt from the time Yahweh Shemeshai used Moses to rescue us. All right, what did we see? We saw the chariots. Okay, we saw Moses split the sea. We crossed the sea. We saw him hold up the scepter, and we won battles. Going down with Joshua when Yahweh Shemeshai held still the sun. Okay, we were being shown various signs and miracles walking around the walled city. and just using our voice, breaking it down. Those are the things that we have seen, man. And that's why Yahweh Shemeshai told all the prophets to write it down in a book, which is the scriptures, as a remembrance. Okay? Because we do forget the things that we have seen through rebirth or reincarnation. Okay? Re meaning back, incarnation, body, brought back into the body, man. Okay? So let me continue this. I'll start at 9 again, Deuteronomy 4:9. Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, unless they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them thy sons and thy sons, especially the day that thou stoodest before Yahweh Shemeshai thy power in Horeb. And you know, Kala Yahweh Shemeshai, because that's how you know the Most High even keeps his own word, because he's still doing that. He put the spirit on these devils to still show you Moses in the Red Sea, to still show you Yahweh even existing on the earth. Even though they're doing it in a wicked form, but with corruption, they could have just took it out entirely, man. But the Most High put a spirit on them to keep it there. They still teach us, man. They still keep our inheritance in remembrance. The Most High never forgot our inheritance and still showed it to us, though we were blinded and didn't see, man. I'm talking about the hopeful elect that woke up to this truth, who's seen all the movies but didn't know it was us.
That's right.
The Most High was still teaching us the things, the wonders, the chariots, the angels. Esau could have took all that history away completely. He could have stopped showing angels. He could have stopped showing chariots. He could have stopped showing the movies of Moses and Joshua and all those people. He could have took those movies away, man. We could have been raised in a world where we didn't even know what an angel was, man, or even heard the word angel or chariot. You know what I'm saying? These are natures that shows you the Most High still preserves and still teaches and still keeps his word that he gave commandment unto Moses and the other prophets to write down and teach. Because the Most High still teaching, man. He uses the left hand side to teach us and the right hand side to teach us, man. Bro. He's even before the right hand side risen back up, right? He was still using the left hand side to still inform us, man. To still show us his ways, man.
And if I may, bro, you got it's funny now because now we older, and then the same movies that they put back in the day, like I'm talking about, they put it right in your face, man. And they was like, yo, they're Israelites. Right. Yeah, they're the Israelites. That's the tribe of Seth. They put them in movies, man. And they was talking about the actual slaves. And we ain't catching back then. Why? Because Yahweh Bashim Shah had closed our mind, you know? And he had to open our minds, you know, for us to get this information. I got a quick precept for you to back up what you were saying about he told us to write it down, you know? You got some more on that?
Yeah, I have a little bit more.
All right, go ahead. I got
Verse 10 is especially. All right, Khan. Especially the day that thou stoodest before Yahweh Shemeshai thy power in Horeb, when Yahweh Shemeshai said unto me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth.
Damn.
And that they may teach their children. And no, 2/3 of our people don't fear the Most High on this earth, man. They're living on this earth and don't fear Yahweh Shemeshai, man. Okay? Ooh. They're not doing it. And they're not learning to do it also. Who do they fear? They fear Esau, man.
That's right.
Because why? Esau's the one that can physically put them in jail. Yep. Esau can take away their jobs, make them be homeless, things of that nature, but they don't understand that it's the Most High doing it anyway. Because no one can do anything without it being ordained by the Heavenly Father. Job tells you. The book of Job tells you that, man. All right? Because Salakia,
you got it, bro. You got it.
I just feel like I'm talking too much. You know what I'm saying? But everyone's
listening. You good, huh? I'm listening to
you. But I was saying though, because what? Even Satan himself couldn't go and touch Job without permission. So what do you think a carnal man like Esau can just do anything without permission? Even though this dummy don't even know that he's getting permission to do it. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is granting him to do it, man.
That's right, bro. That's right. That's right. I got that preacher. No, this matter of fact, it's back actually kind of back to what you were saying. It goes back to the whole about writing in the book and then talking about the rebellious children, man. This is the book of
That's right.
Isaiah chapter 30 and 8. It says, "Now go write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever," man. You know, so yo, like you said, like the Lord told him, told the ancient prophets to go write these things down, man, put it in a book, and it's for times to come. So like the time is right now. You know, the destruction of America is coming. The RFID microchip about to be mandatory. You know, World War III, race wars, man. The uprising of the people and all that, man. Like these things were written before, and also it was also prophesied that he was going to hide his face from us. And guess what? He said he's going to turn the heart of the children back to the father. You know,
That's right.
right here in our
That's right.
captivity. So Yahweh Shem Shah is a bad dude, man. He already know like what he's doing and what's going to happen. You know, so that's the reason.
Hey,
Nah, go ahead, bro.
so like,
Nah, so
so like, it's like,
yeah, that's the reason
no,
why
you got,
that he does things his way, man. You know, he knew like yo these niggas is going to go off act dumb, but guess who he knew? Like what it says, like corn is shifted in the seed, not one grain shall touch the ground. He knew his elect, his hopeful elect, well his elect was going to always worship and praise him, man. You know, look at Moses. You know, he when he was on the scene, that one time he was on there, because you know we all reincarnated and everything. So that time he was at Moses, um, like yo, he grew up as an Egyptian, man, following the customs and the ways of them people and all that, man. You know, so just the same way we grew up in the areas that we was in, like Moses did sins and all that, but Yahweh Shem Shah was like, nope, that's my man. I'm gonna bring him back to me. Now is your time. You know, just like with a seed, when you plant a seed, you know, it has its time until it blossoms, man. It has to go through every stage till it hits the point where it's time to shine, you know? That was it,
and just to back up your point, right?
Con,
Because you said that the Most High thought of all these things before it even happened.
con.
Like you said, Moses being raised by Egyptians, that wasn't a coincidence. Like the Most High was just chilling, and then he saw Moses, like, hey, okay, I'm gonna choose Moses to be in this. Like he put him there to be raised by the Egyptian, but for a reason, man,
That's right, bro.
for a distinct reason.
Con,
Okay, the Most High does everything for a reason. He could have put him there to grow the skills, to be a warrior, to understand their influence, terrain of the land,
yup,
because he wasn't a slave. You know what I'm saying?
con, yup, hey,
He was a high-ranking official in there, man.
con,
He had reason. I'm telling you, the environment you grew up in also makes your mind, man,
con,
because it's what you see and what you're taught, man.
con. Just like
There's,
Joseph.
there's, yeah, come. So I have a precept to back you up. It's kind of lengthy, but it goes into what you were saying about the Most High thought of thinking about it.
Con.
This is Second Ezra 6:1,
I got one for you too.
and it says, and he said unto me, and you can break it down anytime, Mark. He said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the wind blew, before it thundered and lightened, or ever the foundations of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot, or ere the present years were sought out, or ever the inventions of them that now sin, you see
that's
were turned.
No, I was just saying,
So
man,
yes,
you know, that's basically telling you before everything was made or created, man. Yahweh Shem Shah knew what he was going to do, man. You know, Yahweh knew what he was going to do. He had, cause he created everything. He had the blueprint that he passed to Yahweh Shah, man. You know, go ahead,
that's right. It says before they were sealed, that had gathered faith for a treasure.
Damn. So before they were sealed,
powerful.
so before the elect was sealed, you know, and he said that gathered faith, you know. So before the elect was sealed, Yahweh knew who they were, man. You know?
That's right.
And we don't even know right now, man. You know what I'm saying? We out here laboring. You might have an idea of who you think could be or whatever, but are you 100% sure? No, you're not.
No, you're not. No,
You
you're not.
know?
That's right.
Yahweh and Yahweh Shah knows these things, man. You know?
That's
That's why I
right, man.
told you, this thing is about faith, man. You know? This
That's
thing is
right.
about faith. So,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, faith is a gift, man. You can't front or
Yo,
fake
you
faith.
know, that's you know.
Go ahead,
So
bro.
like, if I can say, but so all of you who laugh about us being faith-based Israelite, you're really laughing at the Most High will and creation, because He said that faith for a treasure. He said
Can you read that part
before
one
they
more
were
time, Baba Kasha?
sealed.
Can you read that part one more
Yeah,
time, Baba Kasha?
it says before they were sealed that
Mm.
have gathered faith for a treasure. You see, hey, that goes into the parable of what Yahweh say. Who said they found a pearl and a goodly pearl treasure, and he sells everything that he had.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Just to obtain it, man. The kingdom of heaven. Because what? That's the faith, man. That treasure. That's that gold. That's that gold, man.
That's the real treasure right there. Like, remember the parable of the rich man, and when he told him, he was like,
That's right.
he said, basically, give up everything. Roughly paraphrasing, give up everything and follow me. And he was like, damn, like,
That's right.
no, I can't do it. You know, but the elect would do that, man. You know why? Because
That's right.
they know what it say, oh man, all right, I want to say the fashion of this world passeth away, basically, and that's like a figure having money and all that. Like, you need money. It says wisdom is a defense, money is a defense, man. You know, but the ultimate money is what? These scriptures, man. Having that faith.
Hey, hold on, man. Hold up. Because you said that, because it's in the Apocrypha, I can't get the blue letter on it. So I'm gonna get the next best thing. I'm gonna go to the Edom and get treasure.
God, that's right, bro.
Just give me some words.
This is that real money, man. You know.
That's right.
And that's why
that real money that don't cost nothing.
And hey, what it tells you, put your treasures up in heaven. Where man's treasures are, so will his mind be, man, or his heart, his life, his mind. You know. So basically, that's where you're supposed to put your your trust and your faith and all that into these scriptures, man. Because it tells you that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is a man that he shall not lie. Shalom. I can't see who's on the comic board right now because it's flashing real fast. I don't know what's wrong with this phone. But I'm matter of fact, I got it. I think I got it. Go ahead, Doc.
Yo, this is so. Yo, you just what you just said. We said, you know, put your treasure in heaven.
Cut.
You know what I'm saying? Where your mind is, where your place be, because it's a place. Oh my, yo, these definitions are crazy. I'm gonna read the noun and the verb of treasure.
Cut.
Okay,
let's get it.
Treasure, mid 12th century. Okay, it says treasury, hoard. It says. I'm gonna skip down a little bit.
Again, Salakia.
Yes, it's treasury, hoard, treasure.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down a little bit because it just kind of repeats itself. It says store, treasure, house, treasure house. It says to put, to place, to set, to put.
Yo, so look.
You see?
What did he say, man? He said, write it and make it plain upon tables, man. Put it in a book.
That's right.
And then, and what do you do with treasures? What did the pirates do with treasures? They buried them. They hid them. So what the Lord do with his treasure? He hides them. And who's going to seek them out? The elect are going to obtain it. You know.
So that's right.
Hey, man.
Hey. Yo, because you said that real quick,
bro.
Let's not leave the point of the Most High thinking of everything before it came, but just real quick because you said that. Sirach 39:1. I got you. Because you said a treasure, and a treasure is what? A secret.
That's right.
Right? When you said the pirates bury the treasure. They don't just bury it, right? They leave what? They leave hints and they leave clues.
Yep.
And only a like-minded pirate will figure out the hint and the clue, man, and find the treasure, man.
Also the map, huh? The map.
But that's what I mean. Yo, the Bible Bible's the map,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
And you can and what they always show in the pirate movies and shows, man, they have a map and they're always like, okay, but like, where's the clue? Like, yeah, it's there, it shows the terrain, but he gives a little quote. You know those ones when the pirate gives a quote, but it's like in a mystery format, and they have to find it on the map and look at here and be like, oh, it's right. And only a like-minded person could figure that out.
That's right.
And that's
bro.
the elect, man. Because what did I'm getting super hype right now. What did Yahushua say, man? That me and my Father are one.
That's
mean
right.
what? They're like-minded, man.
Right,
and then what did he say? My sheep hear my voice. They
right.
follow me. So guess what? They're like-minded. So guess what? They all can find the treasure, man. The whole elect can find the treasure as well. Because they're like-minded. They understand where to look. They understand. And the most important thing is we understand the parables of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because we're in the mind state of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Right,
if you can't convert into the mind state, the spiritual mind state of Yahweh Shem, yo, this Bible is like reading a blank map, man.
Con. Hey, yo,
you know
matter of fact, to add on to your point too, you got I remember certain dudes, they was like, yo, man, I can't read the Bible, this, that. It contradicts itself, which it really doesn't. You just don't understand. You don't look up words. You know what I'm saying? They don't look things up. So they see one thing, because, yo, every words lose meaning or weight in translation. You know? So if you want to know the actual original meaning of the word, you have to go back to its original text. Or yeah, basically it's original text. So people be like, oh, they see Mark. But you don't know what Mark they're talking about. You know? Like these dudes they trip up on the mark of the beast. On Karagma, you know, when you have Nawah, which is exempt from judgment, you know, but you talk to a Jehovah's Witness, right, and you be like, yo, what do you think the mark of the beast is? They be like, well, you know, it's a lot of marks in the Bible, you know. Like, what the fuck you mean? I'm talking about this particular one, you know.
And it goes back to what you were saying, right? Going back to the original. So again, to understand the whole scriptures, you have to go back to what? The source, which is Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
That's right, bro.
Without the source, you will never understand the scriptures in its entirety.
Correct.
Because you don't. That's why it says. My thoughts are not your thoughts. So if all you think about is reading the scriptures in your thoughts, you're not gonna get it, because you can't read the scriptures in your thought, man.
Correct.
That's why the brothers always say that we're not here to give you our opinion.
That's right.
You know, it's like the author, right? If an author writes, okay, for all the brothers and sisters listening to this video, if Micah Allah writes a book right now, okay, and he I'm just saying, this is an example. He writes a book right now, and he gives it to the public, and I read it, I have my own view on it, this person has their own view on it, that person has their own view on it. And we're all giving all these views, oh, I think it means this, or I think he meant that. But the only real way you're going to know what a book really means is if I come and ask you and think in your perspective, because guess what? It's your words.
That's right.
Right? So to get a true meaning of what you felt, what you feel, how you're expressing yourself, I would have to go to the source of the person who actually wrote it, the mind of them that actually wrote it. And that's what you Christians, you Jehovah's Witnesses, you Seventh-day Adventists don't understand. You have to be in that mindset of Yahweh by Hashem Yerush. You have to know. That's why Yahweh Hashem always says, my people do not know me.
That's right.
Because if you understand scripture, if you don't know the Most High, man,
bro.
You don't know how he operates, man.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull this precept that you brought out. This is Isaiah chapter 55 and 8. It says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my Salakia. I'm going to start it again. This is Isaiah 55 and 8. It says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways. Salakia, than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So like you said, man, like, matter of fact, let's talk about this real quick to touch on the situation with that woman from the InfoWars that went up to those brothers. Now, she tried to get them to speak out of their own mind. their own opinion, you know. But what they do, the one I ain't see the whole video, but the parts that I saw, they was going right to the scriptures. Why? Because they know that like Yahweh Bashim Yahushua thoughts are not our thoughts, man. You know, and that woman
That's
being a
right.
fucking devil, you know, that Edomite bitch, she was trying to twist them up and make them say something out of their own mind, man. You know? And Esau, they
That's right.
can't get that. Like they so like they've been in power all this time, and it's their time to rule, right? You know, like they mad that their kingdom is going down, and that's why they try to say that whole reverse racism. You know, when they was the ones doing all the wickedest shit to us, and all we doing is speaking on these things. You know, through the
That's
scriptures,
right.
through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we exposing them, bringing out their lies that they tried to hide. You know, like the scriptures say, their shame shall be uncovered, man. You know,
That's right.
he said he's gonna make the leg bare. So all they bullshit is coming out, man. You know, even the niggas that I'm gonna say niggas, because that's what they are. Even though they know they Israelites, they still follow the ways of Esau, man. You know, so
Uh,
they're being exposed too. You know, like how about Shimei Rashad not playing? This the year of Karagma, man, where a lot of things are being revealed, man. You know, when that ultimate test is what that chip, like the apostles of Great Millstone said from the beginning, and was talking about all these different camps when they got on their ass. You know, they was set up. Them camps were set up to be what wicked, man. The wicked scribes and
that's right.
Pharisees that took that purse, and you had a lot of niggas that fell for that shit. Now people starting to really see what it is. Like, whoa, these niggas is going off, man. Yo, they kept talking
That's
about
right.
that camp, but they was always telling the truth, and they still telling it. You know.
Yup.
So like, man, like this right now is the time to get serious, man. This ain't the time to play games and none of that. When you got brothers out here like y'all brothers up there in Canada, man, you know, holding it down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And that's our job. That's
That's
the
right.
whole duty of man, to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You know? But you got
That's
dudes that
right.
want to play, you know, play like this is a game, man. You know, just to come out for a Saturday or whenever brothers go out and just kick it and shit like this is the world. No, man, this is about your salvation, man. You know?
That's right.
You got a precept up?
Yeah, I had a precept, but I was trying to get the one where the scripture where it's talking about these are the thoughts versus these are the thoughts of the Most High. It's in Psalms. I know it's in Psalms, but
Con. Bro,
I can't find it.
nah, check it out. Well, while you looking for that, right, bro? I'ma grab this real quick. Just to touch on these dudes that sold out, man. That's in Yasharala,
Uh,
because they're being exposed right now. So all right, this is the book of Galatians, chapter 5 and 26. It says, "Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another," man. So that's what
mhm.
IUIC was doing to who, man? They was doing that to GMS, ISUPK. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just speak about GMS, man. Everybody was trying to come at GMS, basically because deep down their heart they know that they were telling the truth, man. You know, they know it, and they're mad because the spirit's not working with them, so they trying to provoke them and try to get them to be niggly like they are, you know. But Yahweh Shemi
That's
outside
right.
not playing that, man. But you not, and that's how
Hey,
you know. That's how you know that's not the spirit of Yahweh Shemi outside. You know, that's the spirit of man, a wicked man.
that's
Because
right.
at one time these dudes believed on the name and the doctrine and everything. Now all of a sudden you took that money, you know. Now you teaching lies and falsehoods. When the apostles, what, they
That's right.
still out there, they're still out there teaching the same thing, man. 30 plus years,
That's right.
you know? And that's the doctrine you supposed to follow after. Why? Because that's the doctrine of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and I believe that wholeheartedly, man. And I know that,
Yeah.
you know?
That's right.
And any brother that don't believe that, man, woe to you, man. Woe to you.
That's right.
They say
That's
let
right.
every man be persuaded in his own mind, man. You know,
His own mind. That's right.
these dudes they tripping
That's
out
right.
here, man. Got dudes adding on, taking away, and all that, man.
Yeah, and if
Go
I
ahead,
can
brother.
speak on that,
Nah, go ahead, brother.
because you have Nate. He already took away. You took away the name, man.
Con,
The most important part of the entire scriptures, you took that away. Then you have the other groups. I believe it's ISUBK. You're taking
yeah.
away the confusion of faith,
Well,
right?
you know what?
You're taking away.
Not Salaki. I'm gonna just say this about. Well, they still say Christ, but sometimes, but see, they sometimes. So you can't be like that. Let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. Because sometimes they say Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, but they never say Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. You know?
Sorry.
But mostly they say Christ. I like it, bro. You got it.
No, but I was just saying, like, at the end, it's like you can't, you know what I'm saying? Because you're taking away salvation from the potential elect. Because number one, hey, can you hold me Acts 4:12? Number one,
you want me to get that?
Yeah, Acts 4:12 real quick.
Come.
Because you're taking away a very important thing to help with you. First of all, you're denying the purging process from them, because the only way for them to be purged is to call on the name.
That's
you're
right.
denying them to be clean. That's blood on your hands, because you can't purge them.
That's right.
You can't purge them. You can't make them be righteous. We can't make them be righteous. It's do what? But how can they do that if they can't even call on the name? Yo, if they're not calling on the name of the Most High, that means he ain't hearing them and he ain't doing nothing for them, man.
Right.
Because he needs to get his reverence, needs to get his glory that's long overdue, man. And every time you make them call on Most High Christ blessed, they're gonna be like, what? He's gonna be like, what? It's not my name, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not my name. You know? So no, but you have to understand it. I've been always thinking, I always try to think, okay, the Most High does not do anything that's not important.
That's right, bro.
There's a reason why these things are important, man. You know what I'm saying? And then for you to take away the confusion of faces and say that all the tribes are Negro. Yo, suppose now there was an Israelite that looked like a so-called Chinese, and he wanted to be saved, man. He really was into you took salvation away from him, man.
That's right, bro.
You did that,
and that's what.
And you have to. And
so like I was about to say, and that's scattering the sheep, man. Cause that's just like the parable of the wheat and the tares. You know, you got tares that look just like wheat. The way they come up in the grain and everything, they look damn near identical. They have a little differences, but if you looking at them, you can't really tell unless you like learned in that, man. You know, so you looking at a wheat and a tare, you be like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna just cut it all down. You gonna do what? You gonna take out what? Some of the hopeful elect. You know, right now it's with your words, because you might be in the crowd of people and they all look like Edomites, but it's Jake there. You know, that's just like looking at a book. You can't, like they say, the old saying, you can't judge a book by its cover. The only way you can read that book is if you open it up, man. I say try the spirit by the spirit. You know.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro. Salat.
No. Actually, we're spiritual men because we always do that. We don't deny anybody by how they look, man. We don't deny anybody by how they look. It's by your spirit, because we know Jake has a certain spirit on them that they have a very heavy zeal, man. And they go. See, there's a difference between, you see, when Esau tries to defend the gospel or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He'll go into a little sissy state. You know what I'm saying? And he'll becker and he'll cry and he'll try and persuade you to join his side of it. Jake, bro, he's ready to stand there and fight because he believes in it so wholeheartedly that he's willing to go to war with you on that shit, man. Esau ain't willing to go to war with you over no God, man. You're not gonna get angry over that shit, man. He's just be like, oh, okay, well, he'll try and convince you to make him sound smart and shit. But Jake will actually throw down.
That's right.
For disrespecting something he believes, man. And Jake has a swagger about them we're cool, man. We're just, I'm gonna say it like it is, man. We're dope. We're dope people, man.
Con.
Okay, our swagger is better. Our talking is better.
That's right,
Better.
bro.
We can get women without even having to have flashy cars,
Yup.
without having to have no ice out. Hey, and if a Jake does have that, that's just a bonus. That's why when the kingdom of heaven comes, you heathens lose. Hey, that's why the Most High is righteous. He gave you all the turn to rule to obtain women, nice women, and to have the good stuff because he knows the end game, right? The end game, the ending result is you ain't gonna have nobody because if we're already taking your women and we're in such a low state, bruh, you guys are done, man. Because it's not even just gonna be looking nice. We're gonna have spiritual power. Yo, that's something that you heathens cannot buy, bro. Have you seen the movie Superman? Yo, Lois Lane, I believe that's her name. She don't care to be with no rich dude. All she thinks about is Superman because that nigga can fly and he is super strength, man. Okay.
Even and you know what Clark Kent reminded me of, man. I'm gonna say like a weirdo, but like an Esau, because what he did, he had on a suit, the tie, the dumbass glasses, and he was like a businessman, like, I gotta go to work. And and that's the way Esau acts now and shit, man. They wear their little suit tie. You might have a nice ass car outside, But the only women that really, they only want you for your money, man. But when the women start seeing, the elect get that power, they're gonna be like, oh shit.
Hey, I was about to say, before she knew who that Clark Kent was Superman, she didn't give two shits about him. She didn't notice him.
That's right.
She's, she mind her business, though. Yeah, right. Hey, same thing with I watched the series Flash. I watched like almost damn near every season, man.
I never really got that. I watched a little bit of it, man, but I ain't,
Yo, me, anything to do with powers, bro, I'm watching that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really, see, the thing is with me, I don't really care about really the storyline. I just like seeing the powers.
That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Because I visualize, like, that's me and doing whatever. But that's a whole different topic. But in the storyline, the woman that he loved, before he told her he was Flash, she didn't really pay him no mind. But she was flabbergasted at Flash. Always wrote about Flash saying he's a hero. She wants to meet Flash. Then when she found out he was Flash, done. So Esau even knows when you can do things that it's damn near impossible, which is the spiritual power. Riches don't mean nothing at that time, man. Riches don't mean anything, man.
I got a quick precept just for that because, like you said, like, all right, so they they know that all the what they call superheroes and all that, they know that's our people, man. Like your King Davids,
Sure.
You got your Samsons,
Joshua.
Joshua, men that were heavy in battle, man, and what they do, they put their faces on them, even to now, you really don't have no so-called Israelite superheroes, they all Edomite looking, and just really you might really there throw some shit in there. But this is the book of Job 9:24. It says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Because right now, guess what? The earth was given to him. So why won't he put his face on everything that's power? Because he's in power right now, man. He's in power right now. So he makes himself as all the superheroes. So when you grow up and shit, and you watching it, you looking at him, and thinking about the children, they looking at this shit like, oh man, the Edom, not even Edomites, but the white people, they on top, they this. I wish I was white. It even got that deep for me when I was a child, man. I used to be like, yo, we got it fucked up, man. You know, to the point I was like, man, sometimes I be like, man, I wish I was white. They got everything. But now I look back on that shit, I want to smack myself in the fucking face, man. You know?
Hey, but the thing is, we were asleep at that time. We didn't understand the world, and you see, because he deprived us of hope.
Come, bro.
You know,
Come.
he deprived us of our hope, man.
That's right.
And the thing is, so now we got it back. You know, through the mercy and power of Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai,
That's right, bro.
you know. And the thing is, though, that's his ultimate. That was always his fear. You know, because when you fear something, you submit, and
That's
we
right,
fear the Most High way more
Damn.
than him, and that's why he hates it, because we won't submit. Now he knows we definitely won't submit because we truly understand the Most High, and now that we know that we're in His image,
That's right.
Esau can't pull. The biggest,
right.
the reason why most of our people submit Esau is because they think that that the Most High and the Savior looks like them, and that it's a blessing to be around them. That when they give you money, it's like you're getting a piece of the pie of heaven, when you're really not, man. You ain't getting a piece of pie, nothing, man. They're really the ones getting a piece of pie, because they have to use you to achieve their goals, man.
But you know, you got since you said not submit, right? What's that the scripture about the 7 brothers? Is that first or second Maccabees?
Oh, you talking Maccabees?
Yeah,
it might be second.
Second Maccabees, Damn, here we go. Spirit. I'm gonna just read a little bit of it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read from 7 to this is that's crazy, because 7's what? The number of completion. So
that's right.
This is second Maccabees chapter 7 and 7. Now, this is like reason why I want to read that, because you said like we won't submit, man. You know, and the scriptures tell you, be faithful until death, and I'll give you a crown, man. You know,
that's right.
And this is like these brothers, like they was about to face death, man. You know what I'm saying? They was about to face death, and they was like, you know what, man, fuck y'all. I'm not touching pig's flesh. But now our people, they with that shit. But anyway, this is the book of Second Maccabees chapter 7 verse 7. It says, so when the first was dead, after this manner, they bought the second to make him a mocking stock. And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body? So, and Esau always tried to say that the Gadites were the ones scalping people and all that shit. They tried to say we were savages, man. You know? But they was the ones, they started that shit, man. For their hatred.
That's right.
It says, but he answered in his own language. He answered in Hebrew and said, no. Wherefore he also received the next torment in order, as the former did. Verse 9. And when he was at the last gasp, he said, thou like a fury takest us out of this present life, but the king of the world shall rise us up, who have died for his laws unto everlasting life. So he was like, yo, y'all niggas can kill me now, but Yahweh Shai coming back.
Hold on.
You know?
And that's prophecy. Because that was before Yahweh even came on the scene. He already, so you knew our people. See, Esau already knew our people. Always knew that a king, that Yahweh was going to come and save us.
That's right, bro.
He knew.
That's right. And and it's a capital K. I'm gonna read that again.
Yeah.
This is Second Maccabees chapter 7 and 9. It says, and when he was at the last gasp, so he was like about to die, he said, Salakia, he said, thou like a fury takest us out of this present life, but the king of the world shall rise us up, who have died for his laws unto everlasting life. Damn. That's heavy, man. So,
Hey, can I
go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
So, I just want to, because that's such a crazy point. Because that's how strong-willed we were with Yahweh Shai.
Yo, take it
we
for
were
1 second.
Willing. Salakia?
Nah, so take it for 1 second,
Yeah. That shows you that our will was so strong with Yahweh Shai that we were willing to get scalped and skinned alive to die for Yahushua, man, because we knew that the ending victory was us, man, we being on top. And that's why Esau had to take that wisdom and that knowledge, really, Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, through Jeremiah 17:4, okay, and Jeremiah 5, chapter 5, where he had to take that wisdom away from us, because if we always had that wisdom, and I hope we would never submit, man, we'd never have gone through what we're going through right now so easily, man.
Good.
Okay, but now we're at the end of his kingdom, so the Most High is waking us up to rebel and destroy him, because if we kept that mindset of always rebelling, Esau, then he would never have his kingdom built up, man.
That's right.
It just wouldn't happen. You know, so all of that is all of us forgetting who we were, you know, submitting ourselves and forgetting, you know, our hope and standing tall for the Lord had to come to pass and had to be taken away from us for Esau to build his kingdom, just so for him to be taken down. Because look how strong willed we are in this truth to not submit, man. Look how strong willed we are. If I just back you up with that, the Messiah, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead,
Hebrews 2 and 13, because you said that he's prophesied and said that the king of this world will rise up our people back up after the prayer for evil. Can you read that one more time?
Come. This is Second Maccabees chapter 7 verse 9. It says, and when he was at the last gasp, he said, Thou like a fury takest us out of this present life, but the King of the world shall rise us up, who have died for his laws unto everlasting life.
Right. Died for his laws, man. His laws. Which is what? His inheritance, man.
That's right, bro.
Okay?
That's right.
Israelites, man. So let me back that up.
Come on, bro.
Hebrews 2 and 13. Hebrews 2 and 13. And again, I will put my trust in him. And again, see? And again, I will put my trust in him.
That's right.
And again, behold, I and the children which Yahweh hath given me, for as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, which are the Israelites,
That's right.
he also himself, which is Yahushua, likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had the power of death, that is the devil. You see? That's how we knew, man. That's why he knew. And it says, verse 15, and to deliver them who through the fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. For verily he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took on him the seed of Abraham.
Okay.
Wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren, that he might be a merciful and faithful high priest in the things pertaining to power, to make reconciliation for the sins of the people. For in that he himself have suffered being tempted, he is able to secure them that are tempted. So there you go, man. That was the whole point. Hey, and in Second Maccabees chapter 7, right?
Okay.
Were they not tempting them to eat pork?
Okay. That's right.
Right?
Look, I'm trying to get this camera together.
So
No, you
they
good.
were
We
tempting
good.
him. What Yahushua was doing, man.
That's right, bro. Okay.
You know, it was about the elect, but continue.
Yo, and then, yeah, cunt, man. Cunt. All right, it's Second Ezra chapter 7, going to verse 10. It says, after him was the third, made a mocking stock, and when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right soon, holding forth his hands manfully, and said courageously, these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despised them, and from him I hope to receive them again. Insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage, for that he nothing regarded the pains, man. You know?
Phew.
That's fucking heavy, man.
Yo, but you see how dangerous that having that knowledge is for us.
That's
You
right.
know how dangerous that knowledge is for that to be instilled in us for Esau, man. Yo, he said that he gave his tongue and his arms willingly.
Yeah, kind of like, yo.
Meaning he didn't even fight.
He said, yo, he said, yo, I'm gonna read that again now, cause that was fucking heavy. Cause yo, hold on, let me. I want to get the part where he said, he said he got up. Here it go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just read it again. Verse 10 says, and when in him, Salaka, it says, after him was the third man, Salaka was the third made a mocking stock. And when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right soon, holding forth his hands manfully, and said courageously, these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despised them, and from him I hope to receive them again, insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage, for that he nothing regarded the pains, man. So he ain't care about that shit, man.
Yo, he said he put up his hands manfully, man.
Okay.
Meaning he didn't even second guess, and he said he knew he was gonna get him back. Why? Reincarnation. Right, you know, he's like, I'm gonna come back. He's like, yeah, you may do, but I'm gonna come back.
That's right. He was on his Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be back.
And that's the difference between us two. That's a very important thing. That's a whole nother lesson in itself.
Okay.
But that's a very important thing, knowing that this is not the end all be all. Because when you know you're coming back, it's a lot easier to go on, man. When you know where you're going, it's a lot easier to pass on, man.
Matter of fact, let me back you up on that, brother. Let me back you up on that, my brother. This is Second Ezra, chapter 14. All right, here we go. Chapter 14, verse 34. And this is what this dude knew. All right. It says, therefore, if so be that ye shall subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared, man. You know? So he knew that. He like, yo, man, you gonna take my life, fuck it. You know? I'm going right back to the spirit world. I'm gonna be with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know? And him taking my life now is having mercy on me, so I don't gotta touch this fucking pork. You know?
That's right.
So because
he knew if he did eat it and he died, right?
God.
That means he's gonna have to suffer in his next life, man.
That's right, yo.
Because of that.
Con.
So he said, nah. So at least he'll have mercy because he stood up for what was righteous.
That's
but then the wicked, you're right now, you are being declared. Look what's happening in this timeline right now.
Con, bro.
You're being exposed for every single thing that you're doing.
Con.
You try to hide it, but now it's being declared.
That's right, bro.
The Most High's words are living right now.
That's right.
Isn't it not happening? You're being exposed as a fraud. That everything you've done is through wickedness, and that your ending is being declared, man.
Con.
You're going out with nuclear fire. Is it funny?
Con.
Your city and you are both to share the same fate. Yo, Rabbi Shemashai is bad, yo. You Edomites and your city are sharing the same fate, fire, because your city's gonna burn to ash and be no more. And then after 1,000 years, you guys are gonna burn to ash and be no more. You know?
That's right. Y'all got a precept for you too, huh?
Bring it out.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and 8. It says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. You know? So it's good that Esau's kingdom is going down, man. That's why it says better
That's
is
right.
the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the
Hey,
patient in spirit, because, yo, for us to come out here and teach this word and endure everything we got to endure, man, you got to be patient. Why you got these people out here that's proud as hell, man? These motherfuckers is really proud on some, yeah, yo, Esau's never going to go down. And they look at us like we fucking clowns, man. We crazy, man. You know?
that's right.
And they look at us like we foolish, but we really are foolish for who? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. You know?
That's right.
Because, man, the
And
hell with this. Salah, go ahead, brother.
no, go ahead,
Nah,
Slack.
you got it.
You got it.
Nah, you got it.
All right. I just wanted to say because that scripture also is twofold, right? Because
Con,
the beginning of Esau's rulership was what? Us getting raped, dismantled,
that's
our
right.
babies being fed alley. That was the beginning of his rulership.
That's
That
right,
was the
Doc.
beginning. You know what I'm saying? Us being brought down, our images being broken down, being covered, our history being taken away. But
Con,
the ending result is what? We're being refilled. We're getting knowledgeable. We're learning the names of Yahweh Shem Shai again. We're coming back into our power,
Con,
right?
brother.
And also, you can even go from the beginning, right?
Con,
Our beginning was what? We were subject to these mortal bodies, right? But
con,
our ending result is what? Celestial bodies,
con.
eternal life, man.
That's right.
That's why the ending result is better. You know, the ending is better, man. Right? Righteousness is being ushered in at the end.
Con.
Hey, even when you see movies, the ending is always the best.
Yup, yup.
Because that's when the guy that's down, he gets all the power. All of a sudden, he saves the day.
Good.
He gets the victory lap.
He
That's
gets,
what we're getting, man.
the good guy
Ending,
always
the
gets the
beginning of the
girl.
movie is all crazy, man.
Con,
People down left, right, looks at the bad guys winning and shit. In the beginning of the movie, and
con.
then at the end of the movie, man, the hero does some crazy stuff, and to make it worse, he ends it with some glow, man. He ends it with a shebang, man.
Mmm. Damn. That you said that, bro? Damn. So what is Yahweh Shah going to do when he come back? He going to end it with that fucking glow, that fire, man. That's
That's
going to
right.
be that's going to be the ultimate ending to Esau's kingdom, man. This
That's
ending
right.
that we're about to come, but why it gotta be like that though? Cause Yahweh Shah Shah got show that power. So when we come back into power, them niggas ain't never gonna want to test us again. They ain't gonna be allowed
That's
to.
right.
You know.
That's right.
So this is the ultimate
Hey,
ending, man. And that's the ending that you want to see, man. I want to be around for that. Lord's will, I'll be
that's
delivered.
right.
You know.
That's right. Hey, Knock. What power? That's so Esau had the power. He dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima, right?
Cause he's a sucker.
And it blew up, and it blew up an entire city, right? But Yahweh Shemshai is gonna come back, and you're gonna see a power blow up an entire country.
Damn.
You're gonna be like, nah. At that point, you're gonna be like, nah,
Matter of
bro.
fact,
Like
we going to
that's
get
a
that.
whole. He basically wiped. You can say he basically wiped off half of the earth, yo. You know what I'm saying? Just to show you, like, yo, don't even try and think you can put my people in captivity again, bro. And then on top of that, you're gonna see us in our celestial forms, man.
That's right, brother. That's right.
That in itself is gonna be power, man. You're gonna be It says our kids are gonna be playing with lions and snakes, man. They're gonna be playing with bears. Yo, the things that can kill a heathen, our kids are gonna be playing with them like it's nothing, man.
That's right.
Lifting them up.
Fucking wild bears, man.
Wild bears.
Yo, matter of fact, and guess what? Yo, it might be so deep they be playing with Leviathan, man.
That's right.
Leviathan walk right past them. And actually that's going to happen. That's going to happen in this time. When Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah release them, the elected is not going to be affected by that. But everybody else going to be getting fucked up by that, man.
That's right.
And that's when they going to know, like, oh shit, that's one of his men. I should have listened to him. But then we going to be laughing at him. Lord's will we be one of those men, man.
Hey, let me get this precept because you said that.
Okay. And I had one for you too. Uh, what scripture talks about in 1 hour Babylon shall be destroyed? Yo, I got a precept real quick. 18. Cause you said about the destruction, right? So
mm-hmm.
all right, here we go. This is um this is Revelation chapter 18. I'm gonna start at verse 16. It says, "And saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen, and purple, and scarlet, and decked with gold, and precious stones, and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster, and all the company in ships, and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city?" So, yo, you know how in that 1 hour, man, in like, yo, you know how Esau be like, yo, you got your 15 minutes of fame and all that shit. That's basically all these
Mm-hmm.
niggas getting now, man. For real, if you sit down and think about it. Because when these artists first come into the game or whatever, they sell their soul for this you know this fame basically. It's only but for a short time, man. You know, and as long as America been around, what, over 500 years or so, you know, in 1 hour, all everything that this place did is going to burn up, man. You know.
Con,
So why would you ride
con.
for a place, or if you know the scriptures, and that's another beautiful thing about having this knowledge, man. You know this place is going to be destroyed. We know this, man. So anything that Esau has to come off of us, man, why the fuck would you take it? But you have to really believe and know that this what these scriptures are saying is the truth. You know, a dude that
And
half-heartedly
that
believe
we
it,
give them.
a dude that half-heartedly believe it, he's going to fold. His stomach
That's
growling and
right.
all that shit. You know, he might be in the wilderness. He might be in a concentration camp. They throw his kids up there to be slaughtered and all that shit. That nigga gonna take that shit. Cause he trusts in the shadow of Egypt, man.
That's right.
You know?
And because he doesn't understand that he'll be brought back.
That's right.
And you have an example. You have an example. That's why Abraham is always looked at as a very important man in the scriptures,
That's
because
right,
he
brother.
was willing to sacrifice Isaac, man.
That's right. His own child. The only from his wife.
The only.
From his wife.
Yeah.
That was promised to him.
Mm-hmm.
That seed was promised to him from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Now that's like, yo, that took some heart for him to do that, man. You know,
That's right.
and obedience,
That's right.
cause he already had who
That's right.
he had Ishmael. You know, which basically was his firstborn, but that wasn't the promised seed, man.
That's right.
The one that he gave him by his wife, who he loved, he ain't loved that handmaid. He loved Sarah, his wife. So when
Hey,
they
and
was
what
able to
was it?
have that
Sarah
child,
was what?
nah, Salaki, go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just backing up real quick. And Sarah was what, a free woman, man.
That's right, bro. That's right. She wasn't a slave, you know.
That's right.
So when they had that child, it was like, damn. And yo, who was Isaac? Yahweh Shah,
That's right.
you know. And yo, he was. And there you go again. He's the sacrificial lamb, because what? Even in that time, he was what, thrown up there to be sacrificed.
That's right.
But he was spared, you know.
Which is both heavy signs,
Con,
because
con.
he was spared. He was spared condemnation through sin, man.
That's right, bro. That's right, man.
You know what
That's
I'm
right.
saying?
That's right,
And everything was given to him.
Con. How about that? How about that?
You know?
Same way when he came back as Yahweh Shah. Came back as
That's
Solomon.
right.
He had everything. And yo,
That's
matter of
right.
fact, when Solomon was ruling, hit the whole world at that time. This world was in peace, man. They wasn't fighting,
Completely zero.
you know.
Hey, and that's the history of King Solomon. They'll never show you either,
God,
because then you'll see how trash this world. See, Esau's all about not trying to show you how trash this world is. Because if he brings out the history, especially that a so-called black man brought in 40 years of peace,
come on, man.
yo, immediately they're gonna be like, nah, yo, y'all need to get the hell out of power, bro. Right, yo, that just screams get out of power, man. If you brought out just that history fact right there,
God,
nobody would want Edomites in power no more.
that's right.
40 years, yo, this place hasn't even seen 1 year since
That's right.
Esau got in power.
But hey,
Not 1 year.
that's their blessing, though, man. You know.
That's right.
And yo, and you know how heavy that is, man. Cause with King David, just from that one slip up that he had, Yahweh Shem Yahushua was like, yo, you gonna have to fight throughout your reign, man. You gotta fight.
God.
You gotta fight for this shit. Cause you fucked up. But Esau his whole life.
But Salakia, but David represented the elect because we effed up, and now we have to fight the whole thing. But the Most High had mercy on David, the same way he has mercy on us.
That's
he did
right.
not kill us, but he killed his child.
That's
and
right,
then,
bro.
you know, you have the next generation up. You know what I'm saying? It reaches like 2/3. You know?
Cunt. That's
Salakia.
nah, that's your part, man. Cause that's something that had to be brought out, man. Cause what are we doing right now? We have spiritual warfare.
That's
You
right.
know? And King David, yo, what did King David do? He cried out. He was begging for mercy.
That's right.
Because he knew he fucked up. The same way, Lord's willing, we be one of those men. We knew we fucked up when we was in the world and everything, man. Brothers did sins that was punishable to death, man. You know? But the Lord says he will have mercy on whom he will, man. You know? But we gotta beg, man. We gotta plead. Like the book of Baruch, what, let me grab that real quick, man.
See the Lord 10 times?
Huh?
10 times more?
Cut, that's right, brother. It's right here. Dan, that's the spirit, huh? That's the spirit. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and 28. It says, for as it was your own mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more, man. You know? And that's what we supposed to be doing right now, man. That's that King David spirit. You know?
That's right.
He was seeking them, man. Heavy. You know? He matter of fact, King David was a man after Yahweh Shem Yahushua own heart, man.
That's right.
You know, he wanted the destruction of this place. The death to his enemies, man. That you know that came up against us, man. You know? The 2/3 to come back to their right mind. You know?
That's right.
That's what we want now, bro. Like to walk outside and see the condition of our people. Oh shit, man. This phone about to die.
Hey, but it's we can end the lesson off of what you're saying, man.
Con. But yeah, man. So we supposed to be in that mindset. Like it's just sad to see your people fucked up like this. But you got dudes that be like, yo, man, death to the 2/3, fuck the 2/3. You know, yeah, we feel like that, but at the same time, it's like you looking at your brother. You know, just like you having a brother that's in the world and you his blood brother and you looking at him, you like, damn, that's fucked up, man. You might have tears in your eyes, man. Like, yo, man, like the Lord ain't choose you. He got you fucking up and it's hurting you. Because you know, Lord's willing you be one of the men that you're going to have to put him to death, man. You know? And this is our family out here, man. Yeah, of course we want them back in their right mind and we know how it has to come. But at the same time, we having compassion. Like, damn, man, like, yo, what the fuck is going on with you? You know what it is, man. But you got dudes that just gung ho, really, man, fuck that, fuck these 2/3, and they saying fuck the 2/3 when they could very well be one of them, man. You know, that's where that mercy you have to have mercy, man. The obtain mercy, you have to have mercy, man. You know?
And that's why David. That's why David had mercy, because when he had the chance to kill Saul, he didn't.
Come, brother. I was gonna say that. Brother. And Saul was in the cave, knocked out, probably snoring and shit, partying with his men. And yo, guess what? King Saul he was a man of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua 1.2. You
That's
know?
right.
The Lord put him in. This is like you seeing a brother that's in the truth. And matter of fact, just say that brother spoke to you about the truth, and through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he sent him to wake you up, but he didn't choose that man, he chose you. And then he be like, yo, I want you to put him to death. You're going to have to do it when the time comes. You know, he's going to put that spirit on you, and you're going to feel that anger, you know? So brothers need to...
But in that time, we're going to feel no pity, man.
That's right, bro. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Have no pity, because at the end, we're supposed to have the understanding and the knowledge to know that they're just going back to the Father, man. They're going to come back. That's the difference.
Come, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's
bro.
why it'll be easier in that time, because it's not like they're disappearing.
Come, yeah, you're right.
Man.
Just like the story of the 7 brothers, man.
That's right.
You know, they ain't give a shit. They like, man, fuck you. You know?
That's right.
But yeah, man.
So we can close up with that.
Okay. But yeah, so with that, man, we gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us his truth. Honors and salutations to all sincere Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, laboring in honesty, sincerity, charity, and sound doctrine. All right? And death to America. Shalom, Yahshua.